And right now, 4:30, those real estate broker fees that add thousands of dollars to the cost of moving in the city. Well, they're about to change.
And the City Council just voted to shift the burden onto landlords who hire those brokers.
As we say, welcome back here at 4:30. I'm Candace Gibson.
And I'm Erin E. LeBeau. Let's get to our Henry Rossoff live at City Hall. And Henry, the mayor is expressing concerns that this change could drive up rents. What's happening now?
Well, and despite those concerns, what's known as the FAIR Act just passed with an overwhelming majority of the City Council. 42 of 51 council members voted in favor. That is a solid veto-proof majority. So despite those concerns, which we'll get into in a moment, this really is moving forward and becoming law of the land. Now, why are tenant groups cheering this? Well, let me bottom line what this essentially does. It says the person who hires a real estate broker to control the rental of an apartment then has to pay that agent. Currently, the lump sum fee for that broker is generally paid, and that's thousands of dollars in most cases, by the tenant who is renting. So generally the landlord's the one that hires the broker, but the tenant has to pay for it. Closing costs, they can become quite high when you factor in, first and last month's rent, plus a deposit, plus this fee, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000. That makes it impossible to move people, say. So the logic here is the person who hires the agent has to pay for it. Now the mayor and the real estate agent have expressed a couple of concerns, saying this fee will just be baked into the rent, meaning the rent will essentially go up over time. Plus, apartments will not be marketed as well because fewer brokers will be involved. Fewer people are going to want to pay for this. But supporters of the bill say this is not accurate. Take a listen to both the mayor and the councilman, Chiose, who is leading the charge for this bill.
If you pass the course on to the small property owners, nothing stops, and that law stops them from building it into their rent. So it goes from a one-time fee to a permanent fee that's built into your rent.
47% of homes for tenants in New York City are rent stabilized. So it would be illegal for landlords to bake the rent into those cases. Second, rents are set by market forces, not by what landlords can charge. Who are we kidding? If your landlord could increase your rent tomorrow, they would have done so yesterday.
The councilman also argues that in the rare case that this does get baked into the rent, that it would still be better for the rental market because people wouldn't have to come up with those thousands of dollars up front. Instead, they could pay it over time, and it would allow for people to move into and around the city in a much more easy fashion. But he does argue that that would just be a very rare case and that in general, this would help drive those fees down overall. Live from City Hall, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.